Hey gang, that was the solo from Already Done from the EEglez project. Sounds a lot like a song from another group and a solo from another group. Anyway, we're going to show you that note for note and maybe a few other note for notes coming right up. Alright gang, let's go over what I just played note for note and maybe we'll add a few more notes into it. First things first, you want to download the tab from the link in the description. It's going to make your life a lot easier. Alright, this particular tune that I'm playing is over very simple chords. It's basically just a boogie. We're going to start out in G, one bar of G, one bar of D, and two bars of C. Just repeats. Okay, now some of the opening lines, this one in particular. All right, let's do that one. So that one, the first one we're going to play over the G, or the G and the D chords. And that one is starting on the G on the 6th string, root on the 3rd fret. And we're playing that. We'll play the 5th and slide up. And then we'll go to the 5th string and play 5, 7. Bend up the 7, a half step and down. And then 5. And then if you want to, you can play the 7th on the 6th string and back up to the 5th on the 5th string. Alright, so it sounds like this. Now some people like to just play this. And that would be fine. Okay. The second lick over the C chords goes like this. And basically it's the same as the lick we just learned, only moving one string to the floor. So instead of starting on the 6th string, we're starting on the 5th, and it just goes like this. Okay, and again, it sounds just fine if you omit those last couple of notes, and it sounds like this. All right. Okay, so let's talk about the solo now. The solo starts out on basically those particular notes. And then the second time when you play the second part of the lick, it slides up like so. And then you're ready to start the solo. So those pickup notes are like this. Alright, so that starts with the 3rd fret, 5th string. We'll hit the 5th, slide up to 7th, and play the 5th on the 4th string. And then we're going to slide up, we're going to play the 10th, slide up to 12th and play the 10th on the 4th string. And then on the 4th string, we're going to play the 12th, slide up to the 14th, and play the 12th on the 3rd string. Here's the whole thing slowly. All right. Note that you can play that in a number of different places. That's just what I did. Number of different places you can play it. All right, those pickup lines lead to the first line of the solo. Let's do that now. So we're going to start out on the 15th. We're going to bend that up full on the 2nd string. And on the 3rd string, we're going to bend up on the 14th, about a full step, but a little bit anemic this time. Bring it down, pull it off to the 12th. And then end up with 2 14ths. All right, then we're going to play the 12th, slide it up to the 14th, and play the 13th on the 2nd. 15th, bend up twice. Then hit it and bring it down, pull it off to the 13th. All right, here's the whole thing put together. Don't forget the vibrato when you're holding those notes. All right, here's the second line. All right, so this one is basically it's going to a G chord on this, but you're coming at it from a note above. So we're going to a little G triad. On the second string we'll go 11 to the 12th, and then 12th on the third string. If you want to, you can hit some open strings here because we're playing over a G. Sounds great, okay? So we can do that anytime. But the notes that I'm concentrating on are these 11th to the 12th and then the 12th on the 3rd. Then over the D, I'm thinking about this chord right here, the D at the 10th, okay, and I'm playing this. So that is on the 3rd string, 10th, hammering it, or bringing it, sliding it to the 11th, and then playing 12th on the 4th string, which is a D. Okay, now I'm playing this. This is a classic blues lick right here. Basically, we're just outlining a C triad on the first 3 strings, but we're starting by sliding into the first note. So I'm going to start on 3rd string, 7th fret, slide that up to the 9th. And then I'm playing 8-8 on 2 and 1, respectively. And then, because this note right here, 8th fret, 1st string, is the same as the 13th fret on the 2nd, I'm sliding up to that 13th. So it sounds like this. Nice little sound. Now I'm going to do the same sort of thing, but I'm going to wind up on the 15th. Okay, so here I'm playing, sliding up from on the 4th string, 12th. I'm sliding up to the 14th, and then I'm playing 12th on the 3rd, 13th on the 2nd, and I'm bending up the 15th a whole step. One more time slowly. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing. Here's the next line. And that kind of goes into the next line. So the first one starts out on that G chord, and we're doing the same thing that we did with the C chord down here. I'm thinking this little G triad here at the 15th. Okay, it's the same one an octave down at the 3rd. So we're going to play that one there. Sliding on the 3rd string, starting at the 14th, sliding up to the 16th. Okay, so I'm playing then the 15th on the 2nd, 15th on the 1st. And instead of sliding all the way up here to the, oh my goodness, this is the 17th, 18th, 20th fret, I'll just bend up from the 18th on the 2nd string. So it goes like this. Okay, now I'm playing this. So that is on the 17th, 2nd fret. I'm bending that up a whole step and then playing the 17th on the 1st string. Winding up on the 15th on the 2nd string. Then I'm playing this one again, 12th. I'm over the C chord. That was over the G and the D. Over the C chord, then I'm coming back to a C triad right here. All right, and I'm playing 12th to the 14th. All right, and ending up on the 14th again on the 3rd. So that last part right here is really on the 15th, bending that up a whole step on the 2nd, and then hitting the 15th on the 1st. All right, so the last line's a little bit goofy. It goes like this. Okay, and sliding in then to the last line, which is this. Bunch of double stops on that one with a holding a note. Okay, so this double stop is really pretty straightforward. What I'm really doing is playing around with a G chord there. We're playing this note right here. I'm keeping that anchored with my pinky. I keep it on the 15th fret, 2nd string, and on the 3rd string I'm bending up from the 14th a whole step. All right. I'm bending up a whole step, bringing it down, and then playing the 12th. So like so. Okay, then I'm extending because I can, and I'm going down with my first finger to the 10th and pulling that up to the 11th. And I'm keeping this pinky anchored on the top. Now, I've heard some people kind of just do this. That sounds fine, right? That's just our lick that we did before. On the 3rd fret, we're playing 10, 11, and then 12 on the 4th string, okay? And so on the 3rd string, we're playing 10, 11, and then 12 on the 4th string. And I just kept my pinky anchored there. All right, and the last part is this. And that's really the same thing over here that we did in the beginning up here on the 12th fret. Here I'm doing it around the 5th. Okay, and this is over the C chord. You can see I'm heading down to this C. That's a C, and I'm also bending up to this C by playing this. See, when I bring that note and bend it, I'm bending to this note. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right there. So I'm playing my pinky on the 8th fret, 2nd string, and my 3rd finger on the 7th fret, 3rd string, and I'm bending up to the 9th. And then letting go to the 5th. If you don't like those double stops, you might do like some folk have done. And play that, which is just a bend up on the 3rd string until you get it. Then you hit the 2nd string, 8th, and bring that down to the, and then play the 3rd string, 5th fret. So like this. All right, and that is the solo and the lick in the beginning. Well, gang, I hope you liked that one, our first song from the EEglez project. And if you liked it, let me know. We'll see you on down the road.